Hello, cherry blossoms. It's Mrs. Munson, and I'm back with another video. Um, it's like past 7 in the morning, almost 8, so it's early, for me. But this is a thank you video, I guess. I don't really know what to say, so this is gonna be kind of just me rambling. Which, I mean, I kind of already do that anyway, but this is me different kind of rambling. Okay, yeah. Anyway, I just really wanted to address a lot of things. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for 54 now 54 subscribers. I mean, seriously? Like, I'm not mad about it. Like, thank you so much. But, like, honestly, like, 54? Like, seriously? 54. For me. Are you sure? Like, if any of my subscribers are watching this right now, me? Like, me? Are you sure? Like, are you positive that you subscribed to the right person? Did you not... Like, is it a possibility that you thought it was someone else? Because I honestly don't know, but, I'll address that later. But I want to say thank you for 54 subscribers. I also want to say thank you to Mary Audios, and I don't know what your handle is, but Bree, I'll tag you in this so you'll know who you are, but Bree, a huge thank you to both of you. Well, first of all, thank you to all the my VA pals, friends, I guess, the ones that are my friends. Thank you so much for the endless support. But seriously, like, a huge thank you to Mary Audios and Brie, and honestly, ASMR Quinny, because honestly, without, like, the three of you, I honestly wouldn't have done this. Like, I wouldn't be doing these videos, like, at all. Because you guys remember, like, I would always say I wasn't secure in my voice, and, like, I didn't think I would be cut out for this, and you were the ones that kept telling me, oh, try it out, it'll be fun, you'll love it, and, like, it's really fun when you get the hang of it. And I was like, okay, I'll try it out. And honestly, that's, like, the best decision I could have possibly made, because it just made me happy to actually do it. But and this is where I'm bringing back my previous thing, I never would have thought that my videos would have gotten the recognition that they have now. I mean, I go on my channel and I see all the views that I have, and honestly, I'm just baffled that many people watched it in general. And, like, any of you who are, like, watching this, if you are watching this, I don't know how many people will watch this, but to any of you who happen to be watching this and you're like, oh, I don't know what she's so happy about, she doesn't have that many likes. I know, my likes are pretty good. Like, I like the amount of likes that I get. Like, the few people that like it, thank you so much for liking. But honestly, like, the views are the things that, like, surprised me the most. Like, I don't know why, but the amount of people that actually watched it, like, what? Like, are you sure it's that many people? But, like, apparently it is, and I'm honestly surprised. And that's not the only thing that I'm surprised about. I'm, surprised with the videos that actually have comments. Because I know I always say I encourage comments. I just want to remind everybody, you never have to leave comments. So if you ever felt obligated to like leave a comment, I'm so sorry. You never have to leave them. It's just encouraged. But to everybody who left a comment, first of all of you were super fucking sweet. Like, what? Like, I'm just, you guys are so sweet. And then secondly, like, I don't know, it's like, when I posted my awareness videos, the two 1 hour long ones, so like the SH one and the SA one, you, like, the comments that I got on those videos is baffling to me, because like, I never expected, I honestly thought those videos would upset a lot of people, and that a lot of people would like come for me and be like, oh, this is terrible, this is insensitive, take it down, this is so disrespectful, and I'd have to take it down. And then for the essay one, I honestly thought that YouTube was gonna get mad at me for the terminology that I used in that video and like take it down. But the fact that it's still up is surprising. But hey, I'm not saying take it down, YouTube. Don't take my video down. But yeah. And if I can tag this person, I probably can't because there's a limit to how many people I can tag, but I'll mention her, them, I don't know their pronouns, but I'll mention them down in the comments. Robin Buckley VA, you surprised me the most. Like, if you're watching this, you surprised me the most, because never in a million years have I ever thought, first of all, that you would mention me in any kind of post. So when you mentioned me in a community post at first, I was baffled because I was like, someone's actually mentioning me in a post. And then to top, like, the cherry on top, you mentioned me in an actual video. And the things that you said, if you're watching this, were so incredibly sweet. Like, I never thought that anyone would be as surprised as half of the people that commented on those two videos would be as surprised at my acting. And if you want an explanation, honestly, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I have no acting experience. I've never acted ever in anything. I've never been in a play. Like, I never wanted to be an actor. Like, no. So my acting in that video, I don't know what that was. And I did make myself cry. So if you want a fun fact, I wasn't just making the noises. It was still fake. But to make it easier for me to fake cry, tears genuinely did have to come out. So the sniffling and the sobs and like all, like, any voice cracks you might have heard while within the crying, that was, it was fake, but it was like real, if that makes sense. So I was fake crying, but I had to like actually cry tears. So I genuinely appreciate that you actually like my acting, I guess. Honestly, like, I was not expecting my channel to get anywhere. Like, when I started out on YouTube, I had like 1, 2, maybe 3 subscribers, and I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, I'm not doing anything too grandiose or anything. Like, I don't even post on this platform, so like, why would I have a bunch of subscribers? And then I posted my very first full-length video of Eddie, and it sucked. And at first, like, I don't really know, like, at first I wasn't expecting it to get anything because it sucked. But it was decent. Like, it was decent. Like, the views and stuff, I was like, okay, people watched it, that's cool. And then when I started talking, I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, this is fine. I'm getting used to this. But I never thought that doing VA would get me, like, would get, like, the attention, give me the attention that I have now, I guess. And I'm not trying to sound like a power crazed god complex, oh my god, I'm so amazing. No, like, I'm honestly just surprised. Like, I am so surprised that 54 people hopped on, like, were searching through YouTube one day. I know some of them just like hopped right on and like just were like, I'm gonna subscribe to you. I was like, okay, because a lot of them were from Mary Audio's lives, and they were like, oh my god, you're so sweet, I'm gonna subscribe to you. And I'm like, I'm gonna subscribe to you. And like, yeah, but I am surprised that there were people that were like scrolling on YouTube one day and found my video, or my video was recommended or something. I'm genuinely surprised that people were just like out in the YouTube wild and found my videos some way or another, clicked on it, watched it, liked it, and then decided, hey, I'm gonna subscribe to this person. Like, 54 people just decided to do that. 54 people decided to just subscribe to me. Whether you found my videos in the wild or if you just thought I was a nice person and just decided to subscribe to me. Like, 54 people. For me. Me. That brings me back to my other thing. Are you positive that I was the person you meant to subscribe to? Because, I mean, like, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be so honest. I don't mean anything by this. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. This is just how I feel. I'm not meant to attack anybody. I'm sorry. This is just towards me personally. But, like, honestly, like, I'm just, like, a random chick. Like, nothing special goes into this, like, except for, like, my heart and soul, obviously. But, like, I don't have, like, any, like, real cool gadgets and gizmos for this. And, like, literally the process of me making these videos is me just spouting bullshit, like, into my phone microphone and then slapping it together in CapCut and then making it pretty. Like, I don't know, like, it's literally just me just like spouting a bunch of nonsense and noises into my phone and putting it in CapCut and then decorating it and then posting it for everybody to see. Like, nothing too grandiose gets put into this, except for, like, my actual enjoyment of making this content. But yes, I am genuinely surprised at 54 subscribers. And I know that, like, to a lot of people, that's, like, barely anything, but I'm not a lot of people. So to me, seeing 54 subscribers on my channel, like, looking next to my little profile picture and seeing the number of subscribers is baffling to me. I am absolutely awestruck at that. And looking at my views and how many of my videos have over 100 views. I'm pretty sure one of them has over 300. I'll check after this. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. And I don't remember which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's the wisdom teeth one. And honestly, I'm pretty happy you guys liked that one. And so many people watched it. A lot of people seem to have really liked my wisdom teeth video. And honestly, like, my videos have gotten to the point where YouTube has recommended me my own video. I'm like, it's like, here's a video for you to watch since you watch this. And I'm like, YouTube, that's my video. Like, I can just hop over to my channel and watch it. You don't have to, like, recommend it to me. But, like, that just made me think, like, if my own video is being recommended to me who made it, then, like, does that mean it's getting recommended to somebody else out there? Like, are other people getting recommended my videos? Are my videos out there in the wild? And, like, whenever I look up Eddie X listeners now, like, a lot of my videos pop up, and I'm honestly surprised. Like, I know I make my posts, like, public and everything, but I never would have thought that I would find so many of them so easily in the YouTube wild. I never thought I would be able, that it would get to that. I thought if they were gonna be out in the public eye, they would be, like, hidden, like, deep, deep, deep down in, like, the searches. But, like, a lot of them are, like, the top of the search. Like, you look up, oh, Eddie Munson, ex-listener, and then, like, ba-boom, that's, like, the first video you see, at least for me. I don't know about everybody else, but it's honestly baffling to me, and I couldn't be more grateful for all the subscribers and all the support that I've gotten, which brings me back to my support group. Mary Audios, Bree, and ASMR Quinny, who will be tagged in this. Thank you so much for your endless support and endless encouragement to do this. I genuinely thank you so much, because, again, I wouldn't be doing this if you hadn't had encouraged me and told me that you think that I would do great at this. And to Dustin Henderson, VA, who I will mention in the description, I just want to say thank you to you too, if you watch this, which I hope you do. But I want to say thank you to you too for continuously saying that you were proud of me in my comments. Because I think it was like 2 videos where you said that you were proud of how far I came in the community, and I just started like 2 weeks ago, apparently. My first VA video was 2 weeks ago, believe it or not. I was surprised too. I thought it was longer than that, but apparently it was 2 weeks. And thank you to Mary Audios too for saying that you were. Thank you to all 3 of you, Mary Audios, Bree, ASMR Quinny, and Dustin Henderson VA, just to all of you for continuously saying how proud you are of me. Because that, hearing that from people that I've never met in person, first and foremost, but also hearing that from just people with as amazing who have amazing content such as you guys that obviously I couldn't even touch. Like, what I do can't even compare to what you guys do. You guys are amazing. Like, your videos are amazing. And I love them, honestly. Especially Mary Audios. Your videos are amazing. I love them. And nothing I make could even compare or touch or rival anything that you make. And that goes for everybody else that I've mentioned, that I've shouted out in this video. Nothing I make could ever compare. I started 2 weeks ago. Nothing could compare to what you guys do. But hearing you guys say that you're proud of me genuinely brings me happiness. And this is probably gonna get emotional, and I'll probably cry, so bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Obviously, I already kind of started doing that, but I'm sorry to everybody else. But I'm gonna be talking a lot about one person right now, which is Mary Audios. This is for you, Mary Audios. This is for you and only you. Like, everyone else that I shouted out, they can stay and watch this, but this, what I'm about to say, is directed towards only you. First of all, again, thank you so much for your encouragement and support to help me get the confidence to do this. Honestly, without you, I wouldn't have done it. As well as, like, the 2 other people that encouraged me. Well, the 3 other people, because Dustin Henderson behaved, but, without any of you, but especially you, I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't. And I'm very happy that I listened to the encouragement and I decided to do it, because honestly, you guys were right. This is very enjoyable and liberating, and I love it so much. And the fact that so many people are watching it and they're liking it, I'm honestly surprised. And Mary Audios, thank you so much for creating what you create, because you did inspire me to want to do it. And I'm about to talk about something very serious, so bear with me, please. Mary Audios, everything that you said that you went through in school is not too far off of what I went through. I didn't have a YouTube channel because my mom would never allow that. So I didn't have that, but I had my fair share of horrible people. I'm talking about from kindergarten to when I graduated. It was, like, horrible. And when I was diagnosed with my anxiety disorder before, like, in kindergarten, I didn't know, like, I don't even remember that, but yeah, but I mean, especially in middle school, I can relate so much to half the stuff that you talked about, because people can be assholes. Like, I don't understand what it is. I don't know. I don't understand the thought process of half these people who just take enjoyment out of stomping all over people. I don't understand that, and I never will. And I'm sure none of us ever will understand that. We won't. Because there's nothing to understand. There's nothing to understand. And as irritating and as upsetting as it is, that's just, there's nothing that can be done about it. And it honestly upsets me so much. And I'm so sorry that half of the stuff that you talked about that happened to you in school happened. Because honestly, like, I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'll never understand. No one will ever understand. But I can relate so much. I had toxic friends, and when I was 10, well, growing up, I don't know, like, this is also kind of like, I guess this is kind of also turning into like my tangent video that I said I would post, so I apologize if this turns into kind of like a rant or something, but I just really, like, it is genuinely surprising that I have such a big support group on this platform, because I never thought that would happen. All of you guys are amazing. The only real support that I've ever felt my entire life is my mom. And it was difficult because I was in a military family, so we were always moving around. So a lot of friends I had to leave a lot, and some of them I don't even remember. But I do remember one from California, and I love her. She's amazing. But it was hard because I was homeschooled when I was little, and I felt, from what my mom told me, I was so smart. I could speak 2 different languages besides English fluently. I could speak Spanish and Japanese and fluently. And I was little. I was like a little kid. But like, from the get-go, like, when I was little, from what my mom told me, I never had any connection with my dad, really. And for the longest time, I loved my dad. I did. And I still do. Like, I love him. It's just, when I was little, I loved him. Like, all kids love their dads. Like, not all kids. I don't know. Like, sorry if that's like triggering. I'm sorry, but a lot of kids like their dads, like, growing up. I'm sure that's true. And I mean, a lot of kids, maybe they don't. Like, I don't know, but growing up, I did. I loved my dad, but we never, like, really had a connection, I guess. And growing up, he was kind of just very distant. Like, he was very narcissistic. Um, he kind of pushed me into public school because he didn't want me to be the weird kid, and he wanted me to have friends. So I went to public school, and it was horrible. Public school was horrible. Like, I forgot everything that I learned with my mom when I got into public school, and the bullying started immediately, and I didn't know what that was, and I never told my mom about it because I was like, I didn't know what it was. So I'm sure I told my mom when I was little, but like, it continued. Like, it never stopped. Everywhere we went, it never stopped. And it went from like one person to like my entire class, like, not liking me at all. And I never knew what it was. I never knew. And I was like, okay, and it didn't help that, like, my dad was the way that he was, because he was very narcissistic, and he never hung out with me. He never made time to hang out with me. He was always just upstairs playing video games or doing something else. But he never wanted to hang out with me. So I was like our relationship was very weird. So realistically, the only parent I really had was my mom. And when I was 10, they decided to get divorced. And I was upset. I was confused. I was wondering why. I thought it was something I did. I didn't know. And then I just became angry. And Mary Audios, when you say that, like, if we ever met, if we were to meet you in person, you feel like you're a bitch. I feel like I'm a bitch too, because when I was 10 and my parents were getting divorced, I was so angry. And I took it out on everybody. And it didn't help that I was getting bullied left and right. That didn't help. So it was that on top of that, and I was just so angry, and I took it out on everybody, even my closest friend in California that I'm still friends with. But I treated so many people like shit. And I feel bad for that. Like, the people I like, I shouldn't have treated you like that. But like, mostly, like, actually, to my friend in California, I did. I'm so sorry about that. But I just didn't know what to do. Like, I had all of these feelings and I didn't know what to do. And thanks to my friend, she helped me talk to, like, a counselor, and I was feeling a little better. But after that, and I went to middle school, where I am now, which is Colorado. The bullying continued, obviously, and eventually I just became numb to it. And I talked about this with my mom recently. Ever since middle school, I've just felt like I've been stuck in this, like, emotional, like weird emotional, like, state. Like, I feel like I'm in a hole, and the hole doesn't get deeper, but it doesn't rise. It doesn't fill with water. There's no, like, way to build, like, a ladder or anything. It's just a hole. The hole's not covered. I can see out of the hole, but it's just a hole. And it's like, no matter what, I couldn't get out of it. Like, there was nothing. And ever since middle school, I felt so emotionally stagnant and, like, emotionally numb. And really and it's, like, to the point where, like, you send me something funny and I won't laugh at it, even though it is funny. I know it's funny. It is funny. But, like, my mom does it all the time. She'll send me something funny and I don't laugh at it. And I'm like, I don't know why I don't laugh at anything. I don't know why I don't. And I do sometimes. Like, if I laugh, I'm like, I'll be happy. But most of the time, I'm just stuck. And the only emotions I can seem to feel right away are annoyance or anger. And it's caused a lot of arguments between me and my mom. And I never knew what it was. I was so confused. I just felt so emotionally stagnant. And I didn't want to feel like that, but it was like after like everything with the bullying, I was just done, I guess. Like, I just emotionally checked out, and I finished 5th grade here too, and that's when I kind of gave up on, any kind of relationships, like romantically, like boyfriends or anything, because my biggest bully was a guy that I liked, and he said awful things to me. He said I was ugly. He pushed me around and called me names. Like, it wasn't fun, and I gave up. I did. In middle school, I had toxic, that's when I found out about toxic friends, and I was, as you know, I'm like a very quiet kid. I was the quiet kid, so I talked very quietly, and a lot of times no one would hear me, so they make fun of me for it. And Mary Audios, when you were talking about your racist teacher, I might have had one myself, because my mom was in the military. She had to quit because she was pregnant with me, but my mom was in the military, and we would always have to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, like where I am. Like, we would have the Pledge of Allegiance, and we'd have to stand. Well, we wouldn't have to stand, but like it was encouraged to like stand and like for the Pledge of Land, whatever. And I had to climb a bunch of stairs to get to like the floor where my class was, so I would be tired and I wouldn't want to stand sometimes, so I didn't stand. And after it was over, the teacher confronted me and asked, "Why didn't you stand?" I was like, "I just didn't feel like it, I guess." And she was like, "Weren't your parents in the military?" I was like, "Yeah, my mom and my dad were." And then she looked me dead in the eyes, like aggressively straightened up her stack of papers and said, "Well, maybe your mom didn't feel like serving." And then she walked away. Like, that was okay for her to say to me. And I started crying. In class, I started crying. And she said nothing. Didn't feel bad, didn't bat an eye. And I was like, how could you say something like that to a child? Like, how is that okay? I don't understand. And I wasn't the only one not standing. Several other kids were not standing. But because I didn't stand, she decided to come after me. And I didn't even stand all the time. I would stand every now and then. But I would sit a lot. But yeah, yeah, so the emotional stagnant feeling, it didn't go away, and I didn't know what it was. And a lot of people said it was emo, and like I would say I'm not emo. I just like dark colors and all that other stuff. Like, I like black. I like shopping at Hot Topic. It's just how I dress. Like, it's not, I don't really qualify as emo. But I told my mom about my emotional stagnant feeling. I kind of just dumped it all on her, and I guess what I'm saying is recently I've found out that there is a possibility that I might be depressed. And I didn't know that. When I want to cry, I can't. When I don't want to cry, I do. When I have nothing to cry about, I cry. And it's like a lot. Like, it can be a lot. And I understand the struggles and everything, and honestly, I couldn't imagine like juggling a YouTube channel while going through but all of that, because like, I mean, those toxic friends that I had were terrible people. And I just couldn't feel a lot of things. I feel like I just couldn't feel anything. Except for when I was around people that I liked to be around. And even then, sometimes I wouldn't feel a lot of joy. I would just be stuck. And I felt like I had no reason to. I felt like there was no reason. I felt so stupid feeling that way, because my brain would always say, why do you feel like this? Nothing happened to you. And I would just say, I just feel horrible. I just woke up today and I felt shitty. Like, I felt nothing. Like, I don't know. And like, if it would be like, you're being dramatic right now. Nothing happened to you. You have like a mom that loves you. You have friends. You have a roof over your head. Not a lot of people can say that. And I was like, okay, that's true. I guess I shouldn't feel like this, but it's not going away. And it's like, okay, we'll just live with the fact that you're a terrible person and go on with your day. And I was like, okay, so yeah, I felt like a horrible person because I felt the way I felt, and I didn't feel like I should feel like that. I felt like I had no reason to. So I was just confused. I was like, why do I feel like this? Like, nothing is wrong. Nothing upset me. I just woke up and I felt like this. And it was just, I cried so many tears that I just felt like I couldn't cry anymore most of the time. And then sometimes they would come out and I would not know why I was crying. And honestly, like, I don't know. And I told my mom, and she said I could possibly be depressed. And that I could like try and like organize like a schedule for myself to like get me like on a track or something. And so far that has not been working out for me. But I don't know, like, I felt emotionally stagnant, and I guess I've been depressed for like so long. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I've been depressed for so long, and after finding Mary Audio's channel, I don't know, it was something about her videos that just made me feel better. They brought me joy. I felt calm. Like, her voice, yeah, your videos make me feel so calm, and your voice is just so, like, Mary Audio's, your voice, just, I don't know what it was just so relaxing for me to hear. And I felt better watching your videos. And then when you started going live, I felt even more better because you're just hilarious. And after I met the people who I will tag in this and mention in this, after I met the people in this community, I felt better. I felt so much better. Like, it was one of the first times that I felt like the whole kinda, it didn't rise, but the whole kinda got brighter that I was in. The hole that I was in got brighter. And I haven't felt that since I was in school, like when I was finishing and I graduated. But I just felt so much better watching your videos, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not trying to guilt trip you into saying Mary audios. I'm not trying to guilt trip you into anything. I'm just sharing my thoughts. Hearing that you were thinking about quitting, it did make me sad. It did. It did. Because I was thinking about the fact that I wouldn't be able to see your videos anymore, see you go live and just talk about random stuff anymore. And it made me sad. It did. But at the same time, what I said when I commented to you was true. You have to do what's best for you. Otherwise, what's the point? Like, really, what's the point? Like, and I know that you really love doing this, and I can see why you love it now. And I know I said this to you already, but I just want you to know that you can never disappoint anybody. And if somebody is disappointed in you for doing this, then I'm sorry, but they suck. Like, they're not really supportive. If there is someone who is disappointed in you for this, then screw them. But as sad as it is to hear it, it's how you feel. Nobody can change it. So I guess like I said, you have to do what's best for you, Alex. And if you think that breaks aren't helping and you need to quit, and that's your decision, and I will respect it. I'm sure a lot of other people will respect it. I'm sure all of your subscribers will respect your decision. And yeah, it's sad. It is. It'll be sad. But if it comes down to how I feel and how you feel, I want you to be in a state where you are happiest. And I know that what you're doing is making you happy. I understand why. But if you feel overwhelmed and you feel like you need to quit, and you feel like that's the only way, then you need to do it. And if I'm being honest, I really don't want you to. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm not begging you to like not quit. I'm just saying if you do, if it will be sad. It will. It'll be sad for a lot of people. It'll be sad. But it would be your decision. And you deserve what's best for you. And if you feel like it's a lot, and you feel overwhelmed, then you gotta do what you gotta do. And I know you said that it's not set in stone yet, and you haven't made a decision yet. And I'm not trying to influence your decision whatsoever. I'm not trying to do that. But I'm just sharing how I feel about it, and as much as I would be saddened by you leaving, if it comes down to you making videos and entertaining people and how you're doing mental health wise and just emotionally, I want you to focus on yourself more than making content for other people. And it's not like you'd be gone forever. You'd still be there. It's just you wouldn't be making videos anymore if you quit. And you still have your social media platforms and everything. But I understand how sad everybody will be, because I will be sad. Because your videos and your lives and seeing you every day go live and attending, it made all my gloomy emotions go away. And it's really hard to do that sometimes, because I feel so, I don't know, but doing this, being inspired by you, and seeing all of you guys, especially you Mary Audios, create such amazing content has really brightened up how I feel. And I know there's a lot of people out there who don't want you to quit Mary Audios. There's a lot of people out there who don't want you to, but you need to take yourself into consideration. So this decision is yours. And whatever you decide to do is your choice. And if you do decide to quit, I will miss you. I will. I'll miss you so much. But I will be happy knowing that you're somewhere. That you're in London, I think, is where you live. That you're over there. And you're doing what's best for you. And you're still the same Harry Potter loving, Stranger Things loving, and Joseph Quinn loving person that we've all come to enjoy seeing. And that's all I could ever want. I'm sorry for getting emotional. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. This has been a lot. Like, where my channel has gotten, and you know, all the support that I've gotten, it's amazing. And I'm here for it for as long as I can be. And Mary Audios, if you do quit, I really hope that that my future videos that I post, you'd be able to see them. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if you're subscribed to me. If you're not, that's okay. Like, I don't demand anyone to subscribe to me. But if you're not subscribed, that's fine. But I don't know if you are. But I hope that you'd be able to see them. And I hope that you are right about my channel growing. And even though I have 54 subscribers, it says I can't go live still. So I don't know what that's about, but I'm still not comfortable showing my face on the internet anyway, so I'm not really too upset about it. But yeah, I love you all so much, and this wouldn't have been achieved if I didn't have you, any of you, and I appreciate you for that. And it's amazing. It is. And Mary Audios, if and when I think you go live today and you have watched this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you feel pressure to not quit. It's not what I meant to do. It's not what I meant to do. I'm sorry. But it's how it's just, I went in an emotional rant. It's still your decision. I'm just saying, if it happens, I will miss you. I will miss you a lot. And I love you. Not in a weird way, but in a friend way. Platonic with a capital P. I love you a lot. And I love all of you. And I'm going to continue making these audios for as long as I can. Until I can't do it anymore, I guess. And I feel like this was a great thing to get into, especially now that TikTok's going the way that it is. And I'm not really making edits anymore. I mean, I'll make edits, I'll use CapCut, I'll play around with it some more, but it'll mostly just be my audios, and I'll try to come up with ideas for other characters, but for now, it's just gonna be Eddie, like I said. And yeah, again, thank you so much for 54 subscribers. I never thought that would happen, ever. I never thought anyone would actually like the content I make. And it's liberating. It's amazing. I never thought that would happen. And I love you all. I really do. My subscribers and my supporters and everything. I love all of you. And my Snapchat is in my channel description. And I'll put my Instagram on there. It's a lot of drawings, so you won't really see me or anything. But it's, yeah, I'll put that in there. And yeah, I don't know if there's anything else, but yeah, I've just felt like emotionally I haven't felt as stagnant anymore. Well, I do still. I still feel like in that depressed state, I guess, but I don't feel it whenever I see anything that you put out there, any of you put out there. And I am so lucky to have met any of you. I am. I'm so lucky that I ran into any of you. I just remember logging into one of Alex's lives and just typing stuff for fun, and then out of nowhere she read one of my things and she answered me, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I kept doing it and she kept doing it, and then everybody started doing it, and then so you knew it, I had friends. And that's hard for me to do. It's hard for me to make friends. And I'm just so happy that I've met any of you. Any of you that have been nice to me, any of you who have supported me through this entire thing, who have encouraged me to do this. I'm lucky. especially for Mary Audio's ASMR Quinny and Bree. I am so lucky to have met the three of you. I am so lucky. And I'm honestly inclined, I know I've probably said this before, but I'm honestly inclined to believe that none of you are real. And that you're figments of my imagination, and you guys are angels, and that you're not real. There's no way that people as nice as you can be real. But I'm proven wrong every day. And you guys are real. I know that. But it's hard to believe that such nice people that I've met online were just so easy to talk to, and I love that about all of you. I'm so happy to have met you. And I appreciate you for making me feel like I wasn't alone, that I was accepted, that I wasn't like a social outcast. A lot of things that you guys talk about, I relate to it. And it's hard. And a lot of the videos I make, I get emotional because I relate to them. I mean, they're my videos, but I mean, yeah, like the SH one, I've related to that. I'm sure, like, not to that extent, but if I'm being honest, I'm not gonna say for specifics, if I could share specifics, because there's no reason. I never thought about actually doing it, but I've thought about it. Never did it, but I've thought about it. And I was in a bad place in middle school, but having you guys as a support group is amazing. I couldn't ask for a better one. I love you guys a lot. Like I said, I know I keep saying that. I'm sorry. I'll mention Eddie's girl in this too. I'm sorry for not inviting. This is for all of you, but I'm gonna add Eddie's girl in this for fun. I'm sorry for not inviting any of you guys to my wedding when I became Mrs. Munson, DA 86. I'm sorry for not inviting any of you guys to my wedding. I'm sorry. I have a ring and everything. It's fun. It's funny, but yeah. I'm sorry for not inviting any of you to my wedding. And it's like a legitimate ring too. It's like I have the engagement ring and the wedding band like on the same finger. And the engagement ring is actually very accurate, because if we know anything, if I'm the only one that knows this, please don't think I'm creepy. My mom looked this up, not me. It was my mom. But Joseph Quinn's birthstone is actually a quartz. And the ring that I have to symbolize my marriage to Eddie Munson, Joseph Quinn, and Joseph, not the diamonds, but like the jewels in it are quartz, and the biggest one in the middle is actually a black quartz. So it's actually kind of accurate. So, and like the wedding bed, I guess, is like onyx or something, but I don't know. But yeah, and I have my class ring, which has my birthstone in it, which is a ruby. So, but yeah, to any of you that believe in cancers being overly sensitive, I am textbook proof of that. I am very sensitive. And anyone who believes that about Hufflepuffs, I guess this is proof that I'm a Hufflepuff. But I feel feelings, and and I feel them hard. That's how it is. But yeah. I think that was probably all I wanted to say. Thank you for 54 subscribers. Thank you, Mary Audios, Bree, and ASMR Quitty, and everybody else that I mentioned in the description. Thank you so much for everything. And like I said, I will continue to do this until I can't do it anymore. Whether I get too old or I have to stop for other reasons. I will do this until that day comes. But since it hasn't come yet, and it's only been 2 weeks apparently. Well, almost 3 now, because this week's almost over. But by the time I'm posting this and you're watching it, 2 weeks. But I will continue doing this, and I hope you guys continue liking it. And Mary Audios, again, whatever your decision is on what happens with your channel and what happens with you, that's your decision. We will miss you if you decide if you're quitting, but we respect your decision, and I especially respect it, and no one will be disappointed in you. I know for a fact that no one will be disappointed in you. You could never disappoint us, any of us. And especially not me. You deserve the world. And I'm sorry if not enough people tell you that. And you are a very amazing and funny and smart and very kind person. Whether you think so or not, I believe that you are. And I would love to meet you in person. Maybe someday. I don't know, but maybe someday. And I don't know. But if that ever comes, I'll be waiting. But yeah. Yeah. Whatever you decide to do, you will be supported and you will be respected for your decision. And all I care about is that you're where you are and you're happy and you're living your best life. The best one you can live. That's all I can ask for. You don't have to continue making content for me to be happy that you're there. And that's all I can really say about that. I'm sorry if that makes you uncomfortable. I say a lot of things when I'm like Robin, I ramble. But yeah, yeah, I think that might be it. This is probably gonna be another hour-long video. Yeah, if you want me to call you something else besides cherry blossoms, like, I was thinking about calling you guys something else that goes with my new channel name. But, like, if you want me to continue calling you my cherry blossoms, please let me know. Or if you have anything else that would be fun to call any of you, you can tell me. You can comment them in the comments if you want. Or if you care, you can say something. If you don't, I'll just continue calling you my cherry blossoms. I know before I said I'd probably call some of you my tiger lilies. So I might start doing that. It'll be hard to get used to because I keep calling you cherry blossoms, but it's up to you guys. If you want to give me suggestions of something else to call you, you can. If you don't care, then that's fine. I'll just continue doing what I'm doing. yeah, I think that might be it. I'll tag Mary Audios, Bree, and ASMR Quinny in this, and I'll mention Edward Cullen, VA, Briar's World, 96, Dustin Henderson, VA, Robin Buckley, VA, everyone else that's been super nice to me. I will mention you in this. I'll mention you in the description. I'm sorry if I forgot anybody. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm sorry for crying. I'm very emotional. But yeah, thank you again to Mary Audios, ASMR Quinny, and Brie for all your support and your endless encouragement. I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for you. So the credit is yours as much as it is mine. So yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to post any videos today because my mom will be home early. So I'll try to get videos out when I can. I don't have a schedule, so I usually just post when I can. But yeah. Yeah. I love you guys, and I'll probably see some of you in Alex's live today if she goes live. She says she would, so I'm pretty sure she's going to. So I'll probably see some of you guys there. And yeah, bye. Oh, and also before I go, I just wanted to say, yeah, again, hearing Mary audios and like a lot of your other audios, like a lot of other audios have really given me joy and helped me with my kind of stagnant, depressed feeling. And getting into this community and doing VA myself has also really helped me a lot. So yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for helping me out with that and like encouraging me to get into this again, because it's really given me a lot of joy that I'm very happy to know that I still have. And my mom supports it, and I love it. Even though it was awkward, tried to explain it to her, but she understands it. She's fine with it. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. But yeah, I'll see some of you guys in Alex's live today. And yeah, love you guys. Bye.